This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. 2 years ago in January of 2022, Jamie Gilbey went missing. This week, his roommate has been convicted of murdering him and dismembering his body and dumping it in a park area close by. I've covered several stories of housemates murdering each other, and this is something that has increased in recent years due to the massive influx of shared accommodation and people that don't know each other living alongside each other. And another element of shared accommodation is also supported living, where it is very similar often to just the normal house being shared, but they will sometimes have people that help out, like somebody that goes to do the shopping, etc. There'll be people with various different requirements that live in these properties, and often there is a lot of conflict. The victim, Jamie Gilbey, was described as being somebody that needed a lot of support, and the investigation led to the murder conviction this month against the man that was beaten to death and his body was dismembered inside the home and dumped in a nearby park. The man that has been convicted, Dejour Jones, 27 years old, denied murder and went through a 9-week trial, and he was found guilty after a unanimous verdict. The jury said that both men lived in the same supported accommodation in Upper Norwood, and on the evening of the 27th of January 2022, the pair were in Jones's room. It was believed that Jones subjected Jamie to a brutal and prolonged attack and hit him over the head and stabbed him multiple times. The pair were seen on CCTV leaving the address together at around 5:30 p.m. It was unclear where they went in that time, but at 6:10 they returned and both were in Jones's room when the attack occurred. Afterwards, Jones spent a lot of time dismembering Jamie's body inside his room before buying a large purple suitcase and making several trips to South Norwood Country Park to dump the body in black bags underneath deep undergrowth. At around 1:45 in the afternoon on Sunday the 27th of February, police carrying out routine patrols in the park discovered the suitcase in the undergrowth in Love Lane. Inside they found blood-stained clothing, and forensic testing, detectives were able to determine the garments belonged to both Jamie and also Jones. It was at this point that Jamie's family was informed by police of their fears that he may have come to harm. Following the discovery of the suitcase, the police continued to search the vast area, and on the morning of the 8th of March, police discovered Jamie's body in South Norwood Lake, and also some remains were found in the grounds surrounding it. This was 2 miles away from where the suitcase where they found the clothing was discovered, and just a few hundred yards from the hostel. On the 30th of January, staff at the hostel reported Jamie missing, and local police carried out various inquiries, but they were unable to prove that he was alive, and the case was passed to the murder investigation team. Detectives set about establishing who was responsible for Jamie's murder, and confirmed that Jones was the last person to see him alive. They went through hours of CCTV and discovered the footage of Jamie and Jones returning to the accommodation together on the night of the murder. Detectives executed a warrant at the property, and a forensic search of Jones's room revealed traces of Jamie's blood that was hidden in the sink in the room, where various bottles of cleaning fluid which had clearly been used in an attempt to conceal the murder. Police were able to source footage of Jones leaving the venue in the days that followed in possession of the purple suitcase, and they were able to establish that he made several trips with the item and believe that during the first 2 trips, Jamie's body was inside the suitcase. Jones was arrested on the 3rd of March, nearly 2 months after Jamie had disappeared. He refused to tell the police what had happened and what he had done with the body. He was charged a few days later, and his response was, cool." Detective Chief Inspector Mike Nolan, who led the murder investigation, said, "My thoughts go out to Jamie's family, and he lost his life in a truly horrific incident. For reasons only known to Jones, on the evening of the murder, he lured Jamie to his room intent on killing him or causing him serious harm. He then subjected Jamie to an extremely violent and sustained attack, and afterwards he dismembered his body and disposed of it over a number of days. What is really chilling is that throughout this time, he conducted himself in a very relaxed manner. Something had clearly been brewing in Jones's mind, and he felt that he wanted to act this out earlier in the day. The detective described him as a very dangerous man, and he's pleased the jury convicted him." Deja Jones of No Fixed Abode will be sentenced at the Old Bailey tomorrow, and we'll definitely update you, so don't forget to follow on social media to keep up to date with all the latest stories, and stories that sometimes take a long time to go through the court process. So I want to send my condolences to the family of Jamie Gilbey, and thank you for joining me for this story. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and follow on social media as well at Scarcity Studios. Peace.